You're listening to The Middle Age Gamers from Dimension X.
What's up, everybody? It's episode 13 of Magdx, where the green always rises to the top. I am GI Gamer 1981, aka Eric, aka Kmart Zane Grief right now. Kmart Zane Grief. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm always posting videos and different things from Magdx, so please support that. And this lovely gentleman over here is Tristan Ibarra. If you don't know him, you should know him because he's a award-winning author. So hopefully, down the road, New York Times bestseller.
Oh yeah, sure, Boy, there's so many people out there
Yep.
looking for field guides.
Look,
If
I'm
only.
from New York. Look at me. He also works for Premium Edition Games as a graphic artist and for Mortal Kombat Slayer right now. So
Yeah,
how you been this week, Ibarra?
it's been a weird week, man. You know it, but I haven't really talked about it. I quit my day job. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I don't know, dude. Like, it just came to a point where I wasn't enjoying my work as much as I used to. And I'm going to be a full-time graphic designer from here on out. I'm going back to school, University of Nebraska, Omaha,
Yes.
to go through their graphic design program. So it'll be a second bachelor's degree for me, but the first one will actually put to use, so to speak.
Well, I think about UNO though, like, why did they not take the opportunity to like make a skip card as their logo? Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
hilarious.
Oh, I'll be doing it. Graphic design. Someone's done it. But yeah, man. And like, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, I wake up and I don't have to go to my day job, and I've got all this time to do all these like side projects that have kind of been on the back burner. But I'm starting to realize that it comes with a lot of anxiety for me. Because now that I have all this time, like, I'm just kind of running in circles, and I feel like I have to do everything all at the same time, and I don't know what to do. So my brain is all just messed up. Yeah, I've been like super anxious all day, even though I've been like working on stuff, but I don't know, just trying to figure it out, trying to navigate this new chapter in my life.
Well, think about it. Like, you think about you've had cable all your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then someone all of a sudden pulls the cord off, and then you don't got cable, and you're like, "What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do without this?"
It's
cable?
weird, man. It's so weird,
tough.
dude.
It is tough. Like, especially like, with us being prior military, like, our mindset is that we're always supposed to be doing something. Like today, you saw what I was doing today.
Mm-hmm.
I was going crazy as well. And you just get in this mindset where you're just kind of stuck in the mode of it, Like, even like when I go to work, all I do all the time is try to knock everything out as fast as possible. And the same thing you do in the military. You have so many things going on. You want to knock them out so you can, like, I can finally relax, but guess what? You don't relax because you're just like, what's the next thing going on?
Never.
So it's really tough. But I'm proud of you for doing that, man. It's a big risk, but big reward at the same time. You get to do what you enjoy. It's not like me where, I have to live vicarious through everyone else that's enjoying their lives. I just got this weird thing in my brain that I always have to be working, doing something. It's just like, I can't relax. It's hard for me to
it's the
relax.
same with me, dude. Like, yeah, it's something you can't turn off if you're that sort of personality, which both you and I are. Like, you just can't turn it off. It sucks.
I was talking to our friend Drew, shout out to Drew, but like I was telling him, I was like today I did all those locks. So basically what happens, so you get a little background, my kids like to sneak out in the middle of the night and basically tear up stuff. And, they're toddlers, so it is what it is. You got to figure it out. But I get scared of their safety because I don't want them walking outside the door. I don't want them, getting hurt or any of that type of stuff. So we got a security system. We got a new cipher lock for the door. And then we also got codes for each of our doors upstairs. So they have a playroom. They have their own rooms like that, and I just want to make sure that they're safe. So me and my wife, it started off as we're just changing one lock, and then we went like completely crazy. We bought like every lock for the house.
Why
So I
not?
was doing that today. Then I had to cut the grass for. If you don't know Nebraska weather, it's bipolar, and if you don't get your grass cut, then you're stuck for days not getting it done.
Yeah,
So
we're in that mode
sucks,
right
too.
now.
Yeah, it's about to rain. It's already raining right now. It's crazy. And then I went to go pick up Leland and the kids today, and I didn't tell you about this. Leland decided to walk home while I was waiting for him. I
Oh
didn't know what
no.
happened to him. I had to take the principal in my car because he has to visually see that he's okay. So my car is just completely dirty, and I'm like, I'm really sorry, principal, that you have to come with me. And sure enough, Leland was standing on a table in front of my house, like waving at me when I drove up. And I
Ugh.
guess what was happening was he gets a scooter in the morning, and he's starting to kind of go on his own. So he rides the scooter to school with Melissa behind him, and then at the end of the day, she does the same thing. She picks him up, she sees him, and then she lets him go home, like to make him, give him a little space.
Sure,
But
sure.
today he didn't do that. He literally just went home and didn't say anything, and he like panicked the whole school and me. I had like a heart attack about it.
Yeah.
So
What
then I
grade's
deal
he
with
in?
that. He's in second grade.
Second grade? Yeah,
Yep.
that's too young to. I mean, I think about like whenever we were kids, and it was a different situation. Like,
Latchkey.
yeah, exactly. I did obviously didn't have the same upbringing you did, but I mean, like, um, they definitely don't take it as seriously as they do now. Dude, I can't imagine that my like elementary school or like grade school would have given a shit if I had like walked home on my own.
No one would give a crap. No, dude, I
No.
literally lived in D.C. in like the worst place on earth, and I literally went home every day. Like no one ever like, hey, are you good? They're just like, all right, see you later.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care, man, or they didn't used to care, and now it's the complete opposite. Because for better or for worse, like we know what dangers are out there now. Like the stuff that used to like fly under the radar. But yeah, I don't know, dude.
It's
I don't envy
wild.
parents.
It's wild because when they come out, right, they have like radios and stuff. They're all like these teachers like all line up together,
Mm-hmm.
and they watch all the kids. They make sure all the kids get to their parents. So they're always like that. So I had Logan and Lucas. These are my twins, and we're looking around for Leland, and I saw, and I didn't know if it was him or not. I saw a Sonic bag, which looked just like his, but every kid there has like that same Sonic bag.
Yeah.
And I saw him run off. And I'm like, it kind of looks like him, but I don't think he would run away because usually he'll just run up and like see us first.
Yeah.
And he didn't even show up, so I went into complete panic mode. Got home, he was there, thank God, and then had to have a long talk to him about like the dangers of those type of things doing that. And then after that, he got to go with his mother-in-law, so we had to go take him there. I had to come back, I had to cut the grass, and now I'm back here. I literally like 10 minutes before it started raining, I got done.
Ah,
So-
jeez, man.
It was that close.
Yeah, and we almost didn't do this podcast because, like, I was talking about like my mental state today. Like, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Like, it's still, like for some reason I don't know if it's just all the new emotions that I'm dealing with, and like, oh, woe is me. Like I get to do what I want, but. I'm still going through some stuff, and I've got mental health issues. I always have been having that. It just runs in the family, yay. I just figured, talking about it with you and with the audience, like, it's kind of lethargic. I mean, that's not the word. Lethargic? Cathartic.
Therapeutic.
Cathartic.
Yeah,
Lethargic.
but it is good for you to talk about it because people do deal with that stuff. Like I deal with that stuff every day. Like if I don't have my medication, man, I have issues with like loud sounds, which is freaking crazy because I'm.
Oh, dude, Natalie's the same way, man. Natalie's the same way. She's actually talked to her therapist about it like yesterday.
And I don't know where it's from. Like none of my family deals with it. It's weird. If I hear the dogs bark real loud or the kids get kind of loud, like it like sends like a weird like ringing in my head, and I can't control it.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But it's like I'm not violent or anything like that. It just feels like
No,
You
you
ever
just
see-
get anxious and like your chest gets tight and like you just like shut down. You know, like that's me.
Have you seen Freddy's Dead? Like the Final
Uh,
Nightmare.
uh-uh.
So in the movie, there's a guy that's like has like he's deaf, right? And so Freddy's in the movie. He starts messing with him. He pulls his earpiece off of him, and he starts making funny jokes and like this sound. But what he does is he gives him this new hearing aid and hooks to his ear, and it's like a gigantic speaker basically. It's like blowing up his head. So he takes like a nail, right? And he throws it down, and it sounds like a bomb going off.
Oof.
And that's what it feels like in my head when I hear loud sounds. And it's weird.
Yeah.
When I'm at work, like, forklifts and all that type of stuff, no issue. But as soon as I hear, like, loud dogs barking or, like, chaos, it, like, messes with my head. And I don't know why. But we all go through it, and I don't think it's a shameful thing that you're expressing it. I think that's a good thing you're like that. And usually when people shut down, they usually just don't want to talk about it. So you're actually doing something very beneficial for yourself to get that off your chest. Get that weight off, man.
Yeah, no, but it's the context that I feel bad about because, like, oh, hey, I quit my day job. I'm fortunate enough to be able to, chase my dreams. That part, I don't know, it just feels like whiny to me. And I apologize to anyone who's taking that the wrong way. Like, that's not how I intended to come across. I'm just, dealing with some mental health issue stuff. And for some reason, my medication wasn't really working very well today. So I'm going to have to talk to my doctor and readjust some things if it continues.
Like me, I look at, like, it's funny. My wife always gives me the heat about it. I always look at everything as bleak. Because I was so poor that I always think I'm going back to poor. So, like, I always go like, oh, we got to hold this much money. We got to do this. We got to prevent this from happening. I'm always putting a shield up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not enjoying my life. My wife's like, think of all the things that you worked hard for. You know what I mean? And you're not enjoying it. You're just like, this is just a temporary thing and you're going to do something crazy, And
Sure,
something's going to happen. So I get it, man. But, dude, like, you made the right decision. If you don't want to be in a 9-to-5 job that basically just drags you down, everyone's been through those jobs where it just beats on you and beats on you and beats on you.
Yeah.
And now you get to be your own expressive. You get to be your own boss. And you get to create the things that you guys create. And on Premium, you guys do. It's like amazing stuff. Not doing kumbaya or any of that type of stuff, but I'm just saying, like, the stuff you do is so talented, and you don't want to be wasting that talent on a 9-to-5 job that doesn't give two shits about you. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not going to put down that 9-to-5 job. I think it was important. It's just, you and I, you said, we've been in the military or like associated with the military for so long. It's a lifestyle and it's a drag, man. Like it really does take a toll on you, and that's part of the reason why, shoot, man, I don't feel like I'm 41. I feel like I'm like 51. I feel like I'm in my 50s. Like, my back is messed up. It was messed up all day. Maybe that's like dragging me down today too, but I don't know. I've just been not myself today.
People don't realize, and this is something I want to express to you guys, that a lot of people think a lot of people don't realize, is that when you're in the military and you're doing so many crazy missions and things like that, you get a mental and physical beatdown every day. It's basically like, I would say, like, we're like running backs in the NFL. You only got a certain amount of years where you can push, and you get beaten down on, and it's not like I'm talking about like it's a negative thing or anything like that. We just have missions that we have to do and get things done. And where you get hurt and you kind of play it, we were in the mindset in our era is play through the pain.
Yeah, exactly. Swallow your fucking feelings and just mission first. That's
Correct.
how it was.
So we live by like integrity first, service before self, and excellence. All we do, service before self. So in our mindset, we think that Air Force is more important than our own personal things, and that's why it's beneficial to understand. If we understand what we were getting today, they understand. Hey, we're trying to help you now. Like, you guys, the past eras have not gotten the help and resources that they need. Now they have them. And I think it's awesome that they do those things, because beforehand, it's like us, we're beaten down. Like, I feel like the same way. I feel like I'm 60 years old, and it's hard for me because I want to do things with my kids, but I'm like, I can't do it because I'm hurting all the time.
Yeah, just mentally exhausted all the time.
Which is why we do these things. Like, say, for example, this is why we enjoy 80s, 90s stuff, because this is the time where we were the happiest. The happiest of times for us, because we didn't have pain, we didn't have bills, we didn't have things. We were just able to enjoy life. And that's why it's funny for us, and you guys don't understand, and this is something I'm putting into perspective. I was poor. Could not afford all this when I was a kid.
Same.
Now I got everything that I ever wanted as a kid that I could never get my hands on.
I mean, like, there's levels of poor. I'm not trying to one-up you, because, like, you had it much worse than I did, brother.
Slept in cars.
Yeah, dude. Like, I never had it that bad, but we weren't rich either. And yeah, this is it's part of the reason why I've got the collection that I do, because, like, once I started getting my own income, like, you know, I started accumulating all the stuff that I wanted that I could never have.
Yeah, and the same thing for me, and you know what, I joke this is my feng shui here, this is my peace.
Yeah,
this is
man.
my tranquility right
just,
here.
Soak it in. Yep.
Absorbing that, all the way down to what I dress my clothes, the way I be. I'm a very weird person. I'm like basically a rebel at heart. I don't like following the people. I don't like being in groups. I just like being myself and enjoying things I enjoy. And speaking of which, we're going to go into our first, which will be pickups. I know you guys are tired of us, like, oh, these middle-aged men are just being grumpy.
Oh, whatever. I think this is the best part of the show. I think they agree.
Like the guys like
we're
to do,
being us.
Just like the guys like to do a long time ago, picking up the ladies, we're picking up the video games. So today, I'm going to let Barr go first on his pickups.
All right.
What did you get this week while searching around the video game collection conference?
Let's see. I did pick up, and I forgot to bring it over here, but I'll mention it anyway. I upgraded my copy of Paper Mario on Nintendo 64.
Great game.
Ben got a really, really clean copy. So
probably made Trevor sad.
I don't think he saw it. They held it for me, so.
Like when Trevor cries. Don't copyright me.
Oh man! Ever since we like opened up that Michael McDonald rabbit hole, I've been listening to him all week.
So in our categories, it would be Michael McDonald, you know, our wives, and video games.
Lionel Richie's in there somewhere too.
I like Lionel Richie's if you look at every vinyl that he's ever done, he's the guy that did the whole layout. You know, like
dude. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes,
dude, he started that whole genre of those things. Like Michael Jackson stole it from him.
Yeah,
like, everyone stole it from Lionel Richie. Boy, is a beast.
Dude, sexy bastard.
By the way, did you watch that video I sent you of the Whispers?
I don't remember. When did you send it?
So there's a video. They're called the Whispers. A lot of people don't know them. They're like an underground, like R&B duo, like kind of like the Temptations. And the video.
Oh no, I didn't watch that. Yeah, okay.
Man, if you want a Michael McDonald laugh at that, dude, they all hold newspapers up together, and this girl walks by, and each one of them drops the newspaper and like stares, and then they start dancing together and just doing this weird stuff. It is hilarious. Whispers, people.
I've got some videos to. I went down a whole Michael McDonald rabbit hole of like there's spoof videos, and then there's like reaction videos of I keep forgetting. That's the name of the song.
Forgetting.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, it sounds like a really popular hip hop song because yeah, exactly. They mixed that track, that background track, and so like it starts out and you're like, oh yeah, I know this song, and then it's Michael McDonald singing "I Keep Forgetting," and so there's a lot of reaction videos on YouTube of people like playing this song, and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay," and they're like, "What the?" and then they're like really enjoying it. They're like, "Holy crap, this guy is awesome!"
The funniest one I ever seen in those reaction videos was like they basically blindfolded them, and they're like, man, he's like, this R&B guy is like really good. He's like, I gotta go to the show. And then when he saw it was a white dude, looked like Kenny Rogers, he's like,
Like, there's a white guy
is going on?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald brings so much humor to us. I love it.
I didn't realize how much I like Michael McDonald until now, especially now that I like read about his story and everything. He started as a backup singer for Steely Dan. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, yes, we're getting off topic here.
Our Michael McDonald pickups. Yes.
Yes. All right. So, I actually wouldn't have a pickup other than the, Paper Mario had I not got this in the mail today, and I'm super excited. Those of you that know me know that I'm a huge Binding of Isaac fan, and there was an offshoot game that just got a physical. The Legend of Bumbo.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yes.
That is
The
cool.
Legend of Bumbo. That's Bumbo right there. That's my guy. I love Bumbo.
That's awesome.
Bumbo
They-
love
they
coin.
They did a side hustle on him. That's awesome.
Dude, it's so good, man. It's like a puzzle game, but it's like in the world of the Binding of Isaac, so it's all like twisted and demented, but it's really funny too.
Did you have to buy that on your site?
What's that?
Did you have to buy that on their actual site?
Yeah, Nicholas.com. Yeah, Nicholas is weird like that. You have to buy it directly from them. But I mean, dude, the sleeve is a cardboard box. It's a cardboard box. I love it. It's so good. It looks like someone Sharpied on it,
That's the best.
So then you got the game. There's this cute little butt crack right there. Good old Bumbo. And then it came with like a sticker pack. And in Edward McMillan fashion, he makes you like destroy it to open it.
Yes.
It's got a pull tab. So I will absolutely be opening this.
Yes.
But I'll do that tomorrow. Dude, so excited to play this game. Seriously, I love the Binding of Isaac and anything associated with Binding of Isaac. Inside, actually, like it's got some stickers. It came with some Binding of Isaac cards for the card game that you play. So there's like a Bumbo card that it comes with. Anyway, and then today I was working on these. I actually completed the. This isn't it, but I completed the Nintendo DS library. I've been working on that thing for weeks. It is just a monstrosity.
It's insane.
There was no good, like, lists out there. You look at, like, any list of, like, the U.S. releases for the Nintendo DS, and, like, there are 4 different lists that exist, and they're all different. So, I had to combine all 4 of them, weed out what is and isn't actually a game, and then I came up with a master list that's going to be in my book. The one that I just kickstarted. But the final total is 1,735 games.
So I have a question for you. Are you going to be the first person to ever list these?
Like,
all together?
Yeah. Mine is the best list out there.
That's going to be awesome.
I'm confident in saying that.
The DS is this very weird time for me because I'll tell you a funny story. I was broke in the military, and I had a girlfriend, and she was like, "Let me pick you up that one," and she like surprised me with it. And like, the only game I had for probably 6 months was that demo of
Metroid Prime Hunters, first time.
That's
Yeah,
all I
same
played
here.
Forever.
Yeah,
And I
same.
didn't know.
Like, there just wasn't anything available for the DS whenever it first launched.
Like the first party titles were at the BX, but there was like nothing else but like the horse games and the pets games and all those weird things.
Yeah.
It's a very underrated system that I've never. I mean, like when Bindos drops, I'm so confused by it because I'm like, I've never even heard of this game before.
Yeah,
Like,
wait
that
till you
Barnyard
see
one.
the list. I'm bringing it with me. It's insane.
I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But this one, I had already done this one, but I actually printed one of these out. I'm selling these. I've actually got my own binding equipment and stuff like that. Binding of Isaac equipment. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, I should name my binder Isaac.
You should do it the binding of Ibarra.
Yes. So yeah, I put these together. This one's the Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah, so you flip through here and it's like every single release,
that is
both licensed and unlicensed, and then in the back is the actual checklist. But I'm selling these at 22 cents a page. So the Nintendo DS one came out to $26. And that's before shipping. If someone wants me to ship it to them, it's $5 shipping on top of that.
Where
So
would
the
they have to
Nintendo
go
DS.
to see you at?
What's that?
Where would they have to go to contact you?
So contact me on Facebook. That's the best way right now. But eventually, I'm going to mod my my website so that people can order directly off of there.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely check it out, man. He is very thorough with his stuff. Like the reels, those are pretty freaking cool. Like,
you're talking anywhere from $10 to $30 is how much you're going to spend for an individual checklist. Outside of buying my entire books set.
But think about it too when you're looking at this book right here, is that you have the ability to take it with you wherever you go. So you you get your backpack or whatever like that, and you're looking around. Say if you go on a convention, you'll have some. Like I did this. You were laughing at me. We went to MGC, and what did I do? I was literally printing pictures out of things that I wanted.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was a pain in the ass. And I could if I had a guide like that, I could just took it with me and just looked through it and say, okay, I don't have that, I have this. So that's a really, really great idea. You guys definitely should support it for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a lot more user-friendly in the future, but, right now I'm concentrating on actually finishing up the book, which is a lot of work. But at the same time, in parallel, I'm putting together these guides so that I can make them available for people, too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You got any more pickups, sir?
That's it, man. What you got?
All right. So, funny scenario, the DHL monsters got me again. I had a game from the run show up, and it was on its way, and it never showed up, and so I contacted their customer service, and the guy was really cool. He hooked me up immediately, and then sent it out, and I finally got it, and that was Retro City Girls 2 for PS5.
Yeah, nice.
I love Retro City. The whole series is amazing. Retro City Girls is very highly underrated. It is made by WayForward, which I love WayForward. They're also making a new Contra game soon. You should always support WayForward games. They have really, really good games all the time. This one, I didn't get the collector's edition for this one because, I had the first one, and when I saw the second one go up, it was basically almost the same stuff that was in the original collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got this copy of it instead of buying the ridiculous collector's edition for it. The other one I got, and you guys will probably laugh, but I'm a kid, and I've always wanted one of these. So this is the GameStop Metroid gun. So it's Samus's gun. You can charge it, and you can do single shots.
It's awesome.
And I'm going to get a stand that goes in this and looks like a U. And so I basically just sits down like this, so it'll sit straight up like this.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell these anymore, and the one I bought was for $120-something.
It's not bad.
I'm a Metroid nut, so you guys can be like, oh, you should have paid that much money. I'm supporting local business, and if they want that money, then I'm going to support them. They held it for me for a couple of days, so I consider that interest for saving it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But there was two I wanted. Either I wanted the X-Buster that they had a long time ago, or that one. And when I went to get this one, guess what happened? They all went on clearance, and everyone picked them up. Like how I did with the Metroids. So I was happy to get that, and I didn't really get that much pickups this week. There wasn't much we had. I think Ben had some PlayStation games, and then he did Amiibos.
Yeah, it was Amiibos and a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah. But I just to let you guys know, if you're in Amiibos, the new Zelda and Gandalf, Tears of the Kingdom Amiibos went up. And then the Xenoblade 3, which I want to bring up an interesting topic on that. They sold out within seconds. And what's crazy crazy about this whole thing. It's just like when the Xenoblade Collector's Edition came out. Scalpers think Xenoblade is like money in hand, so they just pick them all up. At Best Buy, literally, it went up. I clicked on it and it was gone, and they're sold out everywhere. So I had to go to Double Jump Video Games in Portland because they got a retailer that gives them stuff, and I had to buy one off him for the retail. Right now, they're currently going for over $130 on eBay right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's dumb the way they do amiibos. Like, let's do a whole bunch of Zeldas, but then we're going to reduce the Xenoblade. When you know the Xenoblades are going to be more popular than the Zelda ones.
Yeah.
It's silly. And I'm trying to go for the complete. I'm not going for the complete, like, anything with Pokemon, get out of here. But everything else, I have almost a complete, like, Ultimate Smash Brothers set. And there's one more left, which is going to be Kingdom Hearts, and then after that, they're done with them. It's the last one. So, it's been a long journey, but I got most of them.
Long journey, yeah. Long journey fraught with, waiting in line at Target. And,
yes.
Dude.
We did a lot of stupid stuff with those days.
Yeah, we did.
And by the way, let me just tell you guys, I was an OG. All right, I pre-ordered them day one, and when no one wanted them, and then once they came out, and everyone was like, "Ooh, look at this!" That's when all the craziness happened.
Yep.
OG. And speaking of random little statues and toys, our next topic is going to be our favorite Happy Meal toys from McDonald's. We're not sponsored by McDonald's. They don't give us Big Macs or McDoubles or any of that type of stuff. But as a kid being poor, McDonald's toys were basically toys that we got on the cheap. They were the best things ever. And we thought this week we would talk about some of our favorite ones, that we got as a kid, or maybe we wanted as a kid and we never got. Why don't you tell me about a few of the ones that you enjoy, sir?
I'm gonna go easy. You know which ones I'm gonna mention. Not the ones that we were talking about before recording, but I'm talking about Mario 3.
Oh yeah,
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Lost my mind. I want that display so bad.
I know,
that
dude.
Display looks amazing.
Yeah.
Had a shot at it too when we went with the candies. We had a shot at it, and we said, "Nah."
I want to say so growing up, my next door neighbor, same age as me, he was born in January of 1982. So I'm I'm actually exactly 3 months older than he is. But we were the same age, so we hung out all the time. We played Ninja Turtles, we played G.I. Joes, Tonka trucks, whatever. But his sister, his older sister, much older sister, Starla, worked at McDonald's and ended up she became like corporate McDonald's eventually. But anyway, at the time, she was able to get all these like displays and stuff for him. So he had that Mario Brothers 3 display. I remember that.
I saw it at Candy's, and I went like this. I was done.
How much did he want for that anyway?
He wanted $50 for it, and I was like, "Oh, it's too much."
Oh, dang!
It was too much, and I feel like an idiot because I should have picked it up.
Yeah, no, I remember that being there too. That was a couple years ago, though.
My two favorite displays they ever had was Mario 3, and they also had Batman Returns. But what was cool about it was the Batman logo had the toys in it.
Oh,
so,
that's cool.
It was really cool. But those are the two I definitely wanted. I thought it was cool because they had like the Spring Mario, and then they had like the Koopa Troopa. And
my favorite's the Koopa Troopa. I thought the dumbest one, and poor Luigi is just sitting on a cloud. You like pull him back, and then he scoots around. Yeah.
That toy was so popular. All scooting toys. Like you never did them right. You hear click, 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 click. Ooh.
And then there was a jumping Goomba. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really cool. The ones that the one was my favorite was the Mario one because it was horrible. Dirty Tail, of course. Lick, stick it down, right at McDonald's thing, pop up and stuff. Basically ate everyone's germs off that table.
Yep.
So
Hey, man, we that's why we're so strong now.
That's
We,
why COVID doesn't kill us.
antibodies.
That's right. What other ones did you like?
So recently, it's always been the video game ones that resonated with me. But like, anybody who's like looking at our like little picture right now, these chicken McNuggets. I remember these chicken McNuggets. I'm pretty sure I used those as like bath toys.
You would spray water with them, for sure.
Yeah,
Like you suck all the water in them, and then you spray it out.
pretty sure I used them as bath toys.
I
So
wonder how many there were on those chicken nuggets, because I always wondered if it was like a ton of them or if it was like 5 or 6.
I don't think there were that many of them.
I don't know. Like, they had like a cowboy. They had like I can't remember, but they had like so many different variants of them. I don't know if they just released them again with other ones, but I don't know.
So, like, they used to be, like, desirable things. And actually, McDonald's has done a pretty good job, like, over the years of having desirable, like, licensed stuff. It's nothing like, Cracker Jack that used to be prizes. Now it's like you get a sticker or something like that. But
McDonald's never been like that, though. They've always had, like, premium toys.
yeah, exactly. They've consistently had like because they've always got like promotions with like whatever movie's coming out or whatever game is coming out or whatever's popular. I remember like Pokemon just recently they had like one where you got like a pack of Pokemon cards. That was freaking crazy.
Burger King had those cool ones, though, like the ones with the ball and the gold cards in them and stuff. You remember those?
They don't still have that like big kids meal, do they? What do they call that?
I got it. It was I don't know what the name was. All I wanted was that weird, creepy grimace with the 3 eyes on them. Like, it made no sense. So like
What, for Burger King?
No, this was from McDonald's. McDonald's had
okay.
Happy Meals. So you got an adult Happy Meal, right? So imagine this.
So adult Happy
Mac.
Meals. Yeah, I don't remember that.
It was a Big Mac. It was fries. It was a Grimace shake. And it was like a 10-piece chicken nugget.
Oh, this was just recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so we went. So Melissa's like, "Let's go," and so we went to the drive-thru. The guy was like, "You're lucky because we're about to run out of these dang things." And he's like, "I said, are they that popular?" He's like, "Dude," as soon as they announced it, we had 400 people show up here for that damn thing.
Gosh, dang.
And it's funny because it's because, like, it's retro, it's vintage. I get to feel like I get to feel as a kid again. Like, I don't understand it. I'll go get a Happy Meal right now. Who cares? We did it for the Mario ones, remember? Like, we went to go get
dude.
toys.
Dude, literally, okay. The last time I got a Happy Meal, it was the Mario toys, and it's funny, dude. Like, I was actually, like, still in the military, and I was in Hawaii. I was about to do some work at NSA Hawaii. So I'm in uniform, and we're at McDonald's. Like, I'm like, Mark, we need to go to McDonald's. They've got Mario toys. So I'm in uniform, and I get a freaking Happy Meal just so I could get Bowser. I was so happy.
Yeah, I actually went in there. It was funny. I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I just had a curious question. Do you sell all the toys so I can buy all of them right now?" And she was like, "Yeah, we've always done that." And I was like, "What? I've been buying Happy Meals for nothing? I can just
they're like 50 cents a piece or something like that. Yeah, you can just buy the toys."
I was like, I just literally ate 2 because what I wanted the Luigi one, and I couldn't get him because he was with the pipe, and I couldn't get him, and the lady's like, "Yeah, you can buy them." And I was like, "Okay." And so she walked out. I was like, and she brought out a box. She's like, "Which ones do you want?" And I was like, "All of them. Let me look." And she let me dig and pull them out and put them on there. Is there any other ones that bring back any great memories for you?
Well, pull out the one that you've got on your desk right now, because it's the Happy Meal. I mean, the Happy Meal, like the food. So there's a shake, there's fries, there's that burger, and then there's the hot cakes, right?
Yep, hot cakes. Yep.
Yeah. We played with those so much, and they were everywhere.
I found this at the Brass Armadillo. It was just sitting in a bin, and I had like a literally visual heart attack because I played the crap out of these things. I used to play them with micro machines, and I would have them attacking little micro machine cars, like the little tiny cars. And I would have them attacking them.
Nice.
And these were probably the coolest toys, and I'm surprised with Transformers they have not brought this back because this would sell so much money.
Yeah, it's weird. Transformers to transform into McDonald's food.
Listen, we were into three things in the 80s and 90s: robots, McDonald's, and Ninja Turtles.
What would they name an Autobot that turned into a hamburger, like Cardiac?
I mean, Big Mac would be a good name for it.
Sure.
I mean, they have Bumblebee.
Well, I know, yeah, but I'm just thinking, how about like Bypass?
Yes. Heart Attack Squad. That'd be awesome.
Bypass.
Like diabetes, stroke,
type 2 and type. There's type 1 and type 2. It's the diabetes twins.
And then they combine together to make ultimate diabetes.
No, they combine together to make Wilford Brimley.
Yes.
Or his mustache. Yeah, at least his mustache.
I'm trying to think of like the best ones I had. The ones that kind of resonate with me, there were the color changing Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Where you dump them in water. They had those ones, which were freaking awesome. The other one that this is a stealth one, but a lot of times the McDonald's did cups and different things like that, and so they would have like the glasses, like Star Wars or different things like that. But the best one ever, for the best movie ever, is this Two-Face cup right here, where he's throwing his coin as the handle.
Yeah.
Where's your cup, sir? It's
on
your beautiful cup?
It's on the table, or like right beyond that door.
And I'm gonna tell you guys something, all you Batman connoisseurs. Don't talk to me about the Dark Knight. Do not talk to me about the Keaton Batman. All I want to hear about is Val Kilmer's nipples and Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey hating each other's guts. Best whatever. Did Michael Keaton have Seal? Did Michael Keaton have a Seal soundtrack? I don't think so. Did he have a Batman credit card? No, he didn't.
That's true.
Only Val Kilmer. And
that's true.
Let me tell you this. Think about this. Val Kilmer had the coolest 90s car ever. What did we like? Lights, speed, and a great freaking radio tape deck. And guess what? He had all three of them. All three of them. That's why it's the best movie.
It's been too long. Like I honestly don't remember much. It's just the one-liners is all I remember. Like all the terrible one-liners.
God, I love that, and I love that McDonald's did so much. The other thing that I remember, I don't know if you remember this, they would do actual movies that were releasing. Like I remember buying Robin Hood and Batman Returns from McDonald's. You could actually buy
that's
movies.
Weird. I think I remember that too. It's funny you mentioned that. There's this comedian that his name is Michael Showalter. Michael Showalter. He talks about how like Starbucks for the longest time, like it was the weirdest thing. Like you could go in there and get like a macaroon and or a coconut macaroon, a small coffee or venti coffee, whatever they call it, a tall, and a DVD copy of Aquila and the Bee. Like it's just the most random shit ever. Like what boardroom meeting was that? And it was the same thing for McDonald's. They're like, okay, people are going to be buying these Big Macs and chicken nuggets. What do they need? They need a VHS copy of A River Runs Through It. Like, what?
They had, this is the ones I remember they had. They had Top Gun. They had Robin Hood. Kevin Costner style.
Yeah.
They had Big from Tom Hanks, and Home Alone. They had Home Alone in there.
I mean, that would make sense.
Weird, but it's funny because it's a genius idea. Like, what are we doing on Friday nights? We're getting fast food and watching movies. So I think it was a genius idea. I just think they just didn't stick the landing. If you wanted to get me, you got to get me like Burger King with those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle VHSs.
That was the best promotion that's ever been done in fast food. Period.
Best. I wore those VHSs out like it was out of style.
The Rock Soldiers and the Neutrinos. Oh my gosh, I love that movie or that episode.
Also, I got my original Ninja Turtles movie. When the Ninja Turtles movie released, guess where it was at? Pizza Hut. I got a pizza, and I got my movie, and went right home and watched it. Also, Ninja Turtles 2. Same restaurant.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Oh, yeah, and for those of you who don't know what Magdx stands for, Middle-Aged Gamers from Dimension X, that's a callback to that episode that we were talking about, the Burger King episode. Teenagers from Dimension X or something?
Yeah, the Neutrinos.
Yeah, the Neutrinos.
Hot Rod Teenagers from Dimension X.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they have really cool promotion. I miss it. I think they don't have much. I mean, McDonald's still holding down true like that. But man, like they could, like come on, like they had the nugget from Tetris Nugget from Japan. Like that's.
What? Where was my nugget? I want a Tetris Nugget.
Right, do you know who has it? Drew has it.
I know Drew has it. Yeah.
Drew had one that broke, and then he got another one from Japan, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, under normal circumstances, I would get one too, but I'm just I'm in a different mindset as far as like collecting. I don't want any clutter, even though that's pretty cool piece of clutter.
It is a cool thing. And speaking of terrible small video games, we're gonna do worst video game ports. And it could be from, I'm going to stick to the portable side of it because, as you know, on Game Boy, there's been some pretty horrible ports across the board. So I definitely have one that I want to talk about, which is hilarious. What video game ports did you not like that was brought from, say, for example, an arcade to home or something on a different system? Let us know what you think.
I've got two that I'll mention right away. Three that I'll mention right away. And you said you're going to stay away from portable, but I'm going straight for the jugular. Mortal Kombat on Game Boy.
How dare you?
Woo!
Glasses right now.
Woo! One or 2 frames per second that game was, and like the inputs, dude. You push like left, right, B. And then it might do this special move or something like that. Dude, it was... I'm not exaggerating. It's so bad. Dude, I understand why it's a bad port because they had to get it out. Mortal Kombat was hugely popular. So if they actually took the time to make it like, a good game, it probably would have taken a little bit of time and they would have missed out on the sales that they were after. Second one is I just had it, Dragon's Lair. And it's more of a reimagining of the game. I understand, it's not like a straight port, but Dragon's Lair going from the arcade to NES, oh my gosh, so bad.
A game that should be punched in the face. Such a bad game.
And then the third one is Pac-Man for Atari 2600.
You don't like Square Pac?
Really bad.
I like the sound effect though. Don't get me wrong. I wish that sound effect was actually in the game.
Yeah. I can still hear whenever you get eaten by a ghost. But back in those days, just like I was saying with Mortal Kombat, they were trying to get that game out there because of the popularity of Mortal Kombat. It's the same thing with Pac-Man. They're like, holy crap, we need to make it a home port. And it did sell well. Just everyone who bought it was disappointed because it was nothing like the arcade. And to be fair, the difference between arcade hardware and home hardware back then was a huge gap.
You know what it looked like? It looked like if I told my sons, "Hey, listen, I need you to make this Pac-Man game."
Mm-hmm.
I need you to put it on a piece of paper and show me Pac-Man. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
On the Atari 2600.
Yeah, and you have to make it on this graph paper and fill in the lines.
Ugh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
I have a Game Boy one, which is hilarious. It's a Batman for Game Boy, and I'll tell you why it's super funny. So when the game starts, right, it has this cool transitioning thing where the bat signal goes, or the bat logo spins like this, right? And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. Like that must be a really hard thing to do on a Game Boy, you know? But then you get to the game, it does the same thing. It like flips the level. I'm like, all right, cool. But it's Batman with a handgun. It's just him with a handgun shooting stuff. And it basically looks like they stole their idea from Mario Land on there, the original one. Because all you're doing is jumping on little blocks the entire time.
Oh,
and
no.
You can jump on enemies and stuff. It's like basically if Mario dressed up as Batman and then basically grabbed a gun and started shooting bad guys. It's so bad.
Nice.
And I want to like it. I played it in the car so many times. And every time this is my reaction every time. I'm like, oh, ugh. Every time. Another one that you're going to hate that I'm going to talk about is Castlevania Adventure. Or AKA Castlevania Quicksand. Because all you do is walk really slow the entire time. And jumps on it are basically impossible.
Yeah.
That is so bad. I can't. Oh, ugh.
Yeah, for a game with pit deaths and then add some sluggishness and some screen blur and really slow movement, and boy, that's a recipe for success.
And what's funny about the thing too makes me mad. The music is so bananas good, like it's so good, but the game itself, oh my god, it is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Cannot stand it. And then the last one that pissed me off the most, Ghostbusters of the NES.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. I could not understand that game at all. I read the instructions. I tried to figure it out. I had no how to fucking lock down ghosts. I didn't know why you had to buy certain things for your car. I ran out of gas every time I got on the road. I had no clue what the hell I was doing on that game. It pissed me off. All I wanted to do, it's a simple concept. All you had to do was make a game where I just had to trap ghosts and throw them in a thing. I'd been happy. But that game was super confusing. I hated it. And you had to hear that same song over and over again. Oh my god! I wanted to punch a hole in the wall. That's what made me hate the original logo soundtrack, because that fucking all I hear in my head I'm like, ugh, so gross.
So the reason we're talking about worst video game ports in the first place is we just had a release of a blockbuster game that had a port on the Nintendo Switch that is turns out pretty bad. What do you got to say about that, Eric?
So Mortal Kombat basically. So this is okay. Let me just go on a rant for a minute. I think it's clickbaity, and I'm being honest with it, because I bought Mortal Kombat 11 right on the Switch, and I knew what was going to happen. Let me just understand this: a Switch is PS3 technology. We are on 5, so that's 2 generations ahead.
Yeah.
We're not going to take a generation right now and then be able to put it on a Switch. And these nerds online, let me just point my finger to my nose. There's some eyeball issues with Mortal Kombat. The game runs 60 frames per second, and you worry about fucking eyeballs on a fucking
I
Switch.
know.
You knew what you were going to get. You knew what you were going to get.
Yeah.
Then it's like clickbait. It's like the DK Oldies thing. Like, oh, it's so bad. And then literally I hate this. And sorry, IGN. You were there for me for a long time, but as soon as IGN hears some bad news, they're like, ooh, Mortal Kombat's terrible. We should boycott this one. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, and weren't you paid by them for your reviews that you give 10s for? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But it makes me laugh because,
Allegedly.
like, you know what the ports are going to be. You know it's going to be that way. So
Yeah.
you knew what you're walking into. If I'm walking in a store, am I going to buy it for the PS5 or am I going to buy it for the Switch? Yeah, I understand portability. I get that. But you're not going to get a PS5 technology based on that Switch. Maybe the next one down the road, but, like, I don't know why people are complaining about eyeballs. But was it hilarious? Absolutely. It looks like every fighter is shocked they got bad news. It's so bad. And the thing is that, like, I just kind of giggle at it. Like, you had an option to pick, and what I understand they're mad. $70 is a lot of money for a Switch port. It should be $50.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I get that. I understand that. I do understand that plight. But if it was me, I know better. It's just like common sense. Like, okay, there's an electric fence. Am I just going to touch the electric fence, or am I going to walk around the electric fence so I don't get shocked? But everyone's like, oh, I trust the electric fence. Let me just touch it. Oh, that burns my hands. Oh my God, I don't like this.
Well, and here's another side of it too. I applaud the fact that they put it on the Switch because it widens the audience. It widens the player base. It gives people, I wouldn't say a choice, because if you have an Xbox Series X or if you have a PS5 and you choose the Switch version, you're an idiot and you have no room to talk. But if you only have a Switch and they only put it out on the Xbox and PS5, then you're missing out on an awesome game. So I'm glad that they put it out on the Switch, and like Eric was saying, you're dealing with inferior technology. You know what you're gonna get. Why are you acting surprised when it's got these graphical issues? I mean, it's not going to look as good as the PlayStation, the Xbox. It's just not. It can't.
I wish I could take these kids back to our. Guess what? Think about it. They're going through the same thing that we went through when we were kids, when we were in a car. And we had inferior technology, and we just kind of had to make it and enjoy it. That's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're always like, okay, we're cool. These kids never experienced it. They got all this technology now. They got all these things. Like, it's so funny to me. Like, it drives me nuts that we're in an era where it's like, oh, the graphics are not good. It's not giving me ray tracing. It's not giving me the 4K.
I know, dude.
Best picture and sound. And it's like, dude, they're not. You know, the Switch ain't gonna have that. The Switch has never had that. They can, they're not going to be as great as Nintendo with, like, Tears of the Kingdom. They know their own hardware. That's why they're able to do the things they do. So, like, if you're freaking out about it, then that's on you. You bought it. You're the consumer. You bought it. You had an option to think something else, then that's on you. But you can't get mad at them for trying to put a game on there. At least you can play it portably when you go on a trip. It's not going to be the best, but at least runs at 50, 60 frames per second so you can enjoy the game.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy what you got. Don't complain about what you don't.
It's nuts. All right, we're gonna go backwards a little bit. We're gonna do Abara's review of Mortal Kombat: Scorpion's Revenge, and then he's gonna pick his next 3 movies. What it is, it's an animated film by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers actually owns the Mortal Kombat license, and so they decided to get the promotion ready for the big movie that was coming out. That was all right. Me and Amara went to go see it. But they started doing animation films, and they've done 3 so far. They're going to do a Johnny Cage one, and this one was the first release that they did for it. So he's going to give us a review and tell us what he thinks about it.
So I didn't get to watch the entire thing. I watched about half, and then that's when my day just kind of went downhill. But like what I did watch, I'm super impressed by. The animation style is awesome, and yeah, you said it was a brutal film. Holy shit! Holy shit! Woo!
My mouth was like this the entire time. I was like,
yeah. It was. Oh man, it's super cool though. Like, I love this. It's an origin story for Scorpion. Why he's motivated the way he is. It gives more backstory and more context to why he hates Sub-Zero's clan so much. Sub-Zero brutally killed his kid, man, like right in front of him.
Yep.
Like without mercy. And dude, like the whole time, like Scorpion, I'm not sure what his actual name is, but he reminds me of Berserk or Guts from Berserk, sort of the Berserk.
Yeah.
Like he just gets super angry and super strong, and just nothing can stop him. I've got fucking like claws through my arms and legs. Oh, I'll just pull those out and fucking beat you with them. I mean, holy shit.
Yeah, his original origin story was basically that Sub-Zero came in and they killed his family and then killed him. He went to the Nether Realm, and Quan Chi gave him kind of like a spawn kind of thing. Yeah. Where you work under me, I'll let you get revenge on Sub-Zero at the tournament. And so that's why he showed up. But I think it's an interesting one because what made me mad about the Mortal Kombat movie that we just saw, the remake, I wish they would have just stayed on those two through the entire movie. Mm-hmm. And I think this, if they took like what was this animated movie and that, it would have made that, everyone would love that movie. It was so good. I think they killed it on the animation.
Yeah, the only other thing that I have to say, and I love the way they portray Johnny Cage.
Yes, he's so great.
He's like down and out, like at the end of his career, like hurting for money, and his agent calls him up, "Hey, you want to do something different?" Like, yeah, sure. It's so cool.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see his '80s one. I'm really excited for that for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, so we will.
But I will finish that movie.
Yeah, for sure. You can totally finish it. So we got 3 movies to choose from, A, B, and C. And I picked random this time. This is just random pick off the cuff. Nothing, no themes or any of that type of stuff. I'll let you choose your destiny, sir.
All right. We'll go for C for choose your destiny.
All right, you saw the first one. You're going to see the second one.
Nice. Okay.
So,
Very
Hot
nice.
Tub Time Machine 2.
All right.
This one, it's weird. I was laughing. One was made by Paramount, and one was made by another company. This was made by Paramount. They bought the licensing for it and made this. Mm-hmm. So you get to go into the next part of your Hot Tub Time Machine movie. Can't wait for you to watch it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, awesome.
It's very underrated in my mind. I've watched it a million times. It's got some great jokes, so I can't wait for you to check it out. The other ones you did not pick was King of the Fighters. It was
wow. Okay. I think I want to say that I've seen that one. Isn't there like boobs like straight out the gate?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen it.
And Total Recall.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've actually seen that one. I've seen Total Recall pretty recently for the first time.
I thought it would be a good one to hear your review on it. I know a lot of people have seen it, but like the movie is just over the top.
I actually hadn't seen it until like probably a year and a half ago.
So good.
Yeah.
You missed out on 3 boobs as a kid. Feel so bad for you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. Next one's going to be retrospective. This category is basically we basically pass the game to each other. We give each other challenges. And last week I had One Punch Man. And what did you have, Amara?
I had Shaolin Monks.
That's right. I'll give my review of One Punch Man. Namco Bandai, let me just please pray to you. You should do every animation fighting thing ever. Dragon Ball Z Fighter was amazing, and One Punch Man was amazing. I want them to do an Afro Ninja, or Afro Samurai. Yeah. I want them to do that. I want Venture Brothers. I want
Venture Brothers.
Aqua Chain Force. All of them. I don't give 2 shits, dude. This was like I was watching the show. That's how crazy it was. I couldn't tell from the show and this playing this. Like, it's the same thing with Dragon Ball Z when I saw DBZ Fighter. I was like, am I watching an episode? What's going on here? Is this when I first turned it on, I thought it was just like, I thought the visuals were just like, oh, they're just showing me a video of something. And really, it's not. The other thing I love in this game, by the way, was that they have the Japanese the language on the screen, just like a comic book and stuff, which is like awesome. And then like the characters were over the top. the One Punch Man is hilarious, where you just basically just keep punching him. He just stands there, and if he gets close enough, he just knocks you out of the thing. It's so ridiculous, but so much fun. I giggled so much about it, like when I was here playing it. So, very good pick. I'm definitely gonna grab myself a copy of it to keep in my collection for sure.
So who is your favorite fighter besides One Punch Man?
That's the only one I took. I won it because you were like, you gotta play him. I watched.
Okay.
I just played through as him, and like dude, it made me giggle every time. Like they literally made a game where basically the funniest was one dude did a special move where he just punches all of his hands, like going crazy.
Yeah.
And he just like stood there and he just went, boop. And
Did
all
you
saw was fly the city? It was so fucking funny.
Did you ever play as Puri Puri Prisoner?
No, I did not.
Do you know who that is?
I do not, and he looks familiar too.
It's a hilarious superhero. The dude is like, he's super, super gay. Like,
Yes.
super gay. And he's always like getting naked, like somehow. And he's like super ripped. But I mean, like, he's so gay. Like,
and he's, you know why I want Bare Knuckle? Really bad Bare Knuckle 3 from Japan? It's because they have a gay character on there, and he prances and he attacks, and he's actually an unlocked fighter for the game. Like, you know how you fight Rue? You know how you fight Rue, like in the game, and then he gets free.
Yeah.
Well, on the first level, he's the guy driving the boats that's dropping off the people, and at the end you fight him. Look it up when you get a chance tonight. It's hilarious. They have like a little like techno gay theme song with it and stuff when he's fighting you and stuff.
Like, and don't get us wrong, we're not making fun of gay people. Like, whatever. It's just, it's...
Don't go sassy on us, please.
Yeah, it's just a funny thing. It's... They do it in a funny context.
Yeah, they do it in a funny context. It's like...
It's not making fun.
Yeah, we're not making fun. Don't cancel us, please. Don't give us the old big C, alright? Not that other big C, but the... Cancel C. Just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
Just jokes. It's all fun. But yeah, dude, if I had to rate it, I would give it a 4. And it's all the reflexes for sure. It was
nice.
I'm definitely buying myself a copy. I'm hoping Ben has one so I can just grab it from there.
Dude, I wanted to pick that game up for so long. Like, it was a $60 title for so long. And then I ended up seeing it at Nebraska Furniture Mart for like $20. I'm like, oh, yes. It was a no-brainer. Like, so good.
So freaking good.
So I had Shaolin Monks, and I played as my boy Kung Lao. And, man, it's just nostalgia trip, big time. I don't remember the graphics looking that muddy. I'll be honest. Like, it didn't age as well as I thought it would, even though it's still a good game. It's it's original Xbox. I played it on the Xbox. It's on PS2 also. And I couldn't remember where you told me to play to, but I got through the second. Like, I mean, it's not really stages.
I just did like first level. I did like the first level.
Yeah, exactly. So I played like pretty well into the second level, if you want to call it that. Ran into Raiden and everything. But dude, the storyline is so awesome. I want to finish that game, like, after playing it, like starting it again. But it makes me like wish that all these like modern moves and stuff like that, especially modern fatalities. I wish there were more fatalities.
Yeah.
In these games, because there were only a couple to choose from, just like the original like Mortal Kombat. There were really only a couple fatalities that you could do. But it's so much fun. So much fun.
I joked. I bought it on a whim. Like, I went to the BX. I picked it up for PS2. By the way, Xbox PS2 era, I call it the fog era, because everything looks like it's in deep fog. It's why, like, Silent Hill is probably loved by everybody, because it's the only game based on fog. But I picked it up, and I literally did not put it down until I beat it. It was, like, that good. I was having so much fun with it. And I got screwed over on Sub-Zero mythologies and special forces, and that's why I was really hesitant about Shaolin monks.
Well,
but, man, they killed
I
it.
I was frustrated in like I've only ever played that game co-op one time. So I forgot about the places where like you have to have both people to like activate the like switches to like get certain things. And I'm like, damn it! I wish I had a second person. So yeah, it's definitely best played with two people. The combat's like really fluid. I can't recommend that game enough to anyone who's never played it. Especially if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, that's going to be one of your favorite Mortal Kombat games of all time. I guarantee that.
I'm hoping they remaster it one day. Come on, WB, let them.
I mean, it goes without saying, but this one gets 5. I'd buy that for $1 out of 5.
Awesome. Your game this week. So it was a funny thing that happened to me when I was on my trip to South Dakota. I went to Ben's and they had a deal on a game, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this. And I was like, when I was about to leave for South Dakota, I was like, I'm gonna get it for my Switch because I had it on the Switch, and I played it again and I enjoyed it, and I felt like this is very beneficial to you. Keiji Inafune screwed us over on Mighty Number 9. Screwed us over pretty bad, right? This is the middle finger that Capcom gave back to him after that. And that would be Mega Man 11.
Had to be.
And
cool, I've never played it. I want to play that.
So, the thing you're going to love the most about it is that they made this thing called a 2-gear system. So, like, either you can use this gear in your system, you can power up your weapons to make them stronger, or you can slow down time to get over obstacles. This is old school Mega Man hard. It's cell shaded just like Afune's game, but done on the way that we thought he was going to do it.
Yeah.
It's super fun. I want you to at least get to Wily. That should be a pretty simple thing like that. I'll let you borrow this one. Soundtrack's awesome, and I can't wait for you to try it and check it out.
I might already have Mega Man 11. I'll check on my shelf. I'd be surprised if I didn't. All right. We're going back to the NES.
All right.
And the logo of the company who made it is a rainbow.
Ooh, LJN.
LJN. But it's a good LJN game.
Really?
You have to beat Jaws.
Oh, I love Jaws.
You have to. I know, me too. It's so good.
I love Jaws.
Yep. You have to kill the shark. You have to kill Jaws.
Oh, done. I'll kill that. I'll kill him and his baby Jaws in that game. And I'll take cannons on an airplane and I'll drop them out of them on jellyfish.
Yeah.
Then I'll take a boat and drop those same ones on top of Jaws' head. I like it because it's an RPG game. And what people don't realize is in the game, you get shells, you go to different ports, you get leveled up, and that makes you able to kill Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the funny thing about that. Atlas made Jaws and Friday the 13th. Both of those games are Atlas games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is awesome. You just made my
It was just published by LJN.
My favorite is the airplane because I like the music for it. It's like...
Yeah, it's all like whimsical sounding.
I love it. It's so funny. It's like so positive for a horror shark game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm excited.
But then, like, the diving portions, so, like, the music is all, like, depressing and...
I don't like... The only part I don't like is the shallow water. That pisses me off. Because those jellyfish... So, like, when you get leveled up more, what people don't realize is that the jellyfish, instead of them coming up, they go S-style all the way up. And I hate it. And the stupid stingrays, too.
It is a grindy game, though. It's a grind.
Yeah. I always laugh when I was a kid. The stingrays look like poops with tails.
Yeah, they do.
But I'm excited to play that for sure. All right, last is corrections. Did you have any corrections before we skidoo out of here?
I did last week when we were talking about Master Pacina. I called him John Pacina. I mixed up Johnny Cage and
Yep.
and Daniel Pacina. So that
Master
was
Daniel Pacina.
Master Daniel Pacina. Johnny Cage. Yeah.
He's my arch nemesis, everybody. If I was Stone Cold, he would be The Rock.
Yeah.
He has good looks. I have a bald head and a goatee.
What about you? Do you have any corrections?
I don't think I have any corrections. I'm trying to think ahead what we were talking about last week. I don't think I have any corrections.
Yeah.
I think I'm perfect, like Mr. Perfect. Need some gum to back out of my hand. Throw a towel on my shoulder. God damn that guy! Oh my god! I want
his hair.
His music is so legendary. I don't care, dude. Everyone talks about like themes. His theme music, like if I thought in my head what perfect would sound like, it would definitely be that music. And then it was even cooler when he spit the gum out and like popped it. Like I was like, that is so dope.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for enjoying our techno party / therapy session. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. You got anything you'd like to plug today, Ballroom?
No, I just, I guess to piggyback off of our, little like therapy session, if you guys are going through any sort of mental health issues or need help or someone to talk to, don't hesitate to reach out. It's not a weakness. It's chemical imbalance. It's something going on in your life, and there's help out there.
Sure, 100%. I was anti-establishment with therapy. I'm like, oh, well, someone's getting paid to listen to my crap. And I used to get that a lot. And then Melissa finally got me pushed in there. And dude, now I feel like way better than what I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm a kettle pot. So definitely, that's true. Go get help. Take care of yourselves. Especially if you're middle-aged. Gotta enjoy the last part of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can follow me at GIGamer1981 on Facebook and Instagram. As before, you can also do the Video Game Collector's Field Guide for a bar over there. Please give him lots of likes. If you don't see that little board back there next to his question mark, he gets likes and he gets to see you guys like him. Also, please support our show. Please give it to your friends if they're into 80s and 90s nostalgia, if they just like two random dudes to talk about some crazy stuff, or if they're middle-aged and like to cut their lawns. We're all here for you. We're here to help you with all your needs. I literally taught him how to cut grass.
Yeah, man. My lawn looked like shit. Now it's great.
He showed me how to actually cook steaks, and I've been cooking steaks for all my entire life. So we help each other out, all those middle-aged people. So make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure to collect and open and play your games. Remember, not stocks, they're enjoyments. If you want to relieve your stress, you gotta open the box. Have a great weekend. Stay classy, San Diego.
Later, guys.